Earlier today, got an email from 21pilots saying they had some new holiday merch in stock. So let's take a look through this and see what they have in store for us. I'm not usually one to go into buying the clothing merchandise, mainly because of stuff like this. Think of how many vinyls you could buy for $115. Or you could buy a sweater. You could wear the sweater, but the thing is you can't listen to the sweater. So we have this pretty, pretty basic sweater. Not too bad. This is cool though, the breech ornament. It's a shame there's no image of the flip side. I assume it's probably just plain, but it's pretty cool. I don't know how much of a, Christmas ornament this is to hang on your tree. I feel like that might be a bit of a interesting vibe. It depends what kind of Christmas decor you go for, to be fair, right? Maybe this fits in perfectly with your skull and crossbone themed Christmas tree, but I don't know if I would end up hanging this on my tree. Something that could be fun is to have all of you, the audience, in like December, the Christmas season, post your 21 Pilots setup like a holiday themed 21 Pilots setup, something like that. Because I know people, I have my own version of it, right? I've got all of my merch stuff kind of laid out back here. But people have different setups and displays for all their 21 Pilots merchandise and imagery and posters and things like that. So something like that, but like holiday themed, even if it's just you put a Christmas tree in there and a little mini model Christmas tree in there among all the other merchandise. But I don't know, it could be a fun idea, and then we can kind of take a look at them in a live stream. Right here, you're saying please, but the thing is, this is not in my control. It's up to you guys to post this. I can't create that. If you guys post it, I will discuss it. But yeah, it's a cool design. It certainly could be a cool thing to have and hang elsewhere, even if it's not on your Christmas tree. You could hang it on your, I don't know, I guess you could have it as a keychain thing. People hang things off their backpacks. I don't know. This is kind of cool. Again, I don't go in for the clothes so much, but stuff like this intrigues me. Has a appeal. Still a bit pricey, but it's not too bad. Got a jacquard crew neck. Again, pretty simple, but I kind of like how subtle this design is. Again, not the cheapest for a crew neck, but when it comes to buying kind of branded merchandise, I do like the idea of having stuff that can be a bit more everyday wear, and this is a bit more subtle. It does say breech down here, right? But it something like this is a bit more in your face, and this is a bit more kind of laid back, and the logo sort of blends into the rest of it. So yeah, like this one, like the design on this one. And this is cool that they have a shirt for Drag Path. Even though it's not officially released, on streaming and stuff, but this is kind of cool too. I think it's funny that he crossed out Drag Path and rewrote it Devil's Eyes, and then it's called Drag Path. Definitely to have this kind of alternate design is cool. Especially, I think I would like this shirt more if there was an option where there was just a plain backed version of this. And so it was just this design on the front and nothing on the back. And that could be a cool kind of just, I don't know, that could be a cool t-shirt to wear and get questions about without people necessarily knowing right off the bat that it's 21 Pilots. Right? Because this design, this alternate cover for breech for the digital remains is cool. It could be cool if the back was the front but without the yellow letters and the Drag Path guy on the sleeve. So like the handwritten thing here, and then this guy on here. That's not a terrible idea. I was legit just about to go buy the Drag Path t-shirt and it's sold out. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. How many of these are sold out? Select option, pre-order, select option, sold out. Crazy. This one I like a lot too. I really like this design that they have for the breech era. I like this imagery a lot. I like this thing that they did here with the skulls, the breech skulls, and the coat handoff and the hands in a circle. Obviously, this is, it's not new imagery. We've seen this throughout the packaging for the physical merchandise and stuff, but still cool. The Breech Fear hoodie, SOS. So yeah, this is cool. Raw Fear. This is an interesting, the Radiate t-shirt. This is an interesting design. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Again, this will be the kind of thing that, like, if this wasn't on here, if it didn't say 21 Pilots Breech, it just had this image, and that was it. That would be a cool t-shirt. Again, if you like, having the kind of the logo and the name and all of that on it, that's perfectly fine. But I do kind of like having more subtle designs on stuff like this, so it isn't just, blaringly obvious what it's related to, and it's a bit more subtle and it's a bit more just stylistic, and there isn't the branding. And so then you just kind of get the artwork as a t-shirt. And then we have this. Not my favorite. It's all right. It's not my favorite, the designs. And then we had this one. This one's also not really my favorite. This one feels a bit, I don't know. What do you guys think? This one feels a bit amateurish to me. Like they just kind of slapped that on there, slap this on here. They're done. It's just a little less. It's just the logo, a little less stylistic. Not quite as interesting. Kind of like bootleg merch, but worse. This one's just bright. It's not necessarily bad, it's just bright. I think it would work better if it was maybe a different shade of yellow. I guess it's only $35, so I can't make it too nice. But love pictures that aren't a skull but look like a skull. Yeah. And then we have this one. This one's actually cool. I like this design. Again, it's a bit more subtle. Got the bishops on the back. The breech is a bit more subtle as well, so I don't really mind it being there. This one, again, a bit more subtle, kind of like stylistic lettering and stuff like that. So I actually really like this one. It looks like they have the 21 Pilots written here in the lettering for breech on the arm. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I really like this image here as well. This is really cool. 55 is not terrible. So I would say this is one of my favorites, and I like that one. This one's up there. That's up there. That's up there. So I think, I might like this one the best. This is an ornament, so it's a little harder to judge, but realistically, I think of all of these, I'd be most likely to buy this. And then of the clothing, this is my favorite. Then probably this one, just it's drag path. Then this one, nice and subtle. Like the design on this one. Like the design on this one. Actually, I might rank this one a bit higher because this is a more unique design. We get this a lot. It's all right. Bit boring. Very boring. Meh. So anyway, I just thought it was cool. Have new merch restocked. No vinyls, no new vinyls or anything like that, which is annoying. Can't have everything, I suppose. Anacraft, is Dragpath meant to stay unreleased, or did you just mean that it's only been officially released within the digital remains? I mean, it has. I guess it's on TikTok, right? Because people uploaded the audio. But I like the black knit sweater. Yeah, it's good. Jen, the first sweater is so hard but so expensive. Very true. That's the merch. That's the new merch.